In our ever-changing, fast-paced world, sometimes it feels like we're chasing shadows. Today, we are going to dive into the sacred words of Jesus Christ, as conveyed in the New Living Translation. I invite you to join me as we uncover 10 life-changing scriptures that have the power to transform our perspective and guide us on the path of fulfillment and peace. 10 life-changing scriptures from Jesus Christ. Matthew chapter 11 verses 28 to 30. First, we start with Matthew chapter 11 verses 28 to 30. Then Jesus said, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest." In our hectic lives, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. This scripture reminds us to turn to Jesus during these challenging times. His strength will lighten our burdens and give us peace. John chapter 14 verse 6. Next, we have John chapter 14 verse 6. Jesus told him, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one can come to the Father except through me." This scripture asserts the importance of faith in Jesus as the guiding light for our lives. It inspires us to seek truth, follow his path, and reach a deeper spiritual connection. Luke chapter 6 verses 27 to 28. In Luke chapter 6 verses 27 to 28 instructs us, "But to you who are willing to listen, I say, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who hurt you." In a world where retaliation is common, Jesus asks us to choose love and forgiveness. It's a challenge, but it's also an invitation to live from a place of compassion. Mark chapter 11 verse 24. In Mark chapter 11 verse 24, Jesus says, "I tell you, you can pray for anything, and if you believe that you've received it, it will be yours." It reminds us to trust in the power of prayer and belief. Through faith, we can achieve seemingly impossible tasks and witness miracles in our lives. Matthew chapter 28 verse 20. Matthew chapter 28 verse 20 ends with a comforting promise. "And be sure of this, I am with you always, even to the end of the age." This scripture assures us of Jesus' unending presence and support. No matter how alone we may feel, we are never truly alone. John chapter 8 verse 32. Jesus said, "Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." This scripture encourages us to seek truth, not just about the world around us, but within ourselves. In truth, we can find freedom from fear, guilt, and pretense. Matthew chapter 5 verses 14 to 16. Jesus declares in Matthew chapter 5 verses 14 to 16, "You are the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden." This scripture reminds us of our worth and the influential role we play. Each one of us has a unique light that can brighten the world and inspire others. John chapter 15 verse 12. John chapter 15 verse 12 states, "My command is this, love each other as I have loved you." Here, Jesus gives us a blueprint for human relationships. Love is not just a feeling, but a commitment to caring for and understanding each other, just as Jesus did. Mark chapter 10 verse 45. Mark chapter 10 verse 45 says, "For even the Son of Man came not to be served but to serve others and to give his life as a ransom for many." Jesus exemplified service in his life. This scripture encourages us to serve others selflessly, making the world a better place one act at a time. John chapter 14 verse 27. Finally, we have John chapter 14 verse 27. "I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give. So don't be troubled or afraid." Jesus promises us a peace that transcends worldly understanding. Amid chaos and uncertainty, his peace provides stability and comfort. These life-changing scriptures offer guidance, inspiration, and solace. By meditating on these words, we can find the strength to face challenges, love unconditionally, and live with a peace that surpasses understanding. Remember, faith isn't a journey we have to walk alone. Share these scriptures with someone who might need to hear them.